on this Tuesday. It's 4 a.m., March 22nd. Here are today's top headlines. Breaking from overnight, a man is dead, another injured after a violent shooting in Palmdale. What led to the gunfire?
Also preparing for cyber warfare. Reports indicating Russia plans to target U.S. companies.
And Randy's Donuts opening up another location today. We'll give you a hint. Henry, going to be closer to you in your neck of the woods. Early edition of the Ktla Dt Morning News starts right now. All right, you may have felt it, especially if you're more in the Inland Empire section of things. Good morning to you. I'm Chris Schaubel.
I'm Megan Henderson. Glad you're with us. Yeah, a small earthquake reported this morning. Henry has the latest for us.
Yeah, about 5-6 minutes ago, right around Ontario. So we probably have a few extra, or at least earlier Ontario viewers. You know, maybe they join us a little later, but they're up. Yeah, 3.4, you could see it actually a little bit more than 5 or 6 minutes ago. I apologize. 3:33, so about 30 minutes ago, just outside east of Ontario. So 3.4, yeah, that is enough to probably get people in Fontana. You probably felt it in Grand Terrace, Rubidoux, Harupa Valley, Chino, Ontario, out towards the Inland Empire. We're definitely looking at probably a few communities that were jolted this morning by a 3.4. Of course, no reports of any injuries or damage with the 3.4. Listen, I'm sure if you're right there by the epicenter, you know, for me to sit there and say it's more of a minor earthquake, I guess, you know, it's probably easy for me to say, but for those of you in that area, certainly probably a little shaken up about a half an hour ago, but if we get more information, of course, we'll pass it on throughout the morning. We're going to be hot today. Look at that. We're going to start feeling a little bit like summer today. Wind advisory until 2 o'clock, so we have those winds that are going to pick up, especially in through some of our valley locations. That's going to warm us up. Inland Orange County 88, the IE 86, and the high desert right around 80 degrees. But you can see across the board, Ginger, winds are going to be an issue. So we have some wind advisories, and we know that, of course, law enforcement, CHP in particular, they often issue their own wind advisories. So even though we don't have one per se in Orange County, that doesn't mean we won't see some dangerous conditions through some of those passes and canyons. I'll send it over to you.
They're like a cool band name or a club, Epicenter, especially here in Southern California. And, you know, for us, we have a couple of things that, you know, you hit the road soon and you know, I remember the Whittier quake was like a 7-point or something. My dad was on the road. He said, I don't feel anything. We were all terrified for him. So if you're getting ready to hit the roads, maybe you felt it. But for now, anyway, this 5 freeway, let's take you here and show you the southbound side right at about Templin Highway. So they issued a signal for the exit, but it will go for the next several hours, maybe about 8 o'clock for the reopening, just the exit. Nevertheless, they are saying it's all because of a wreck with a big rig and several other vehicles, and so the reason they had to shut down that exit. We'll take you to the 405 freeway, the northbound side, right about Templin Highway. So far, the conditions still good, but the wreck that's in lanes. And then if you are in Ontario and you're waking up, still probably quiet, maybe you felt it, and then I don't expect any kind of debris or anything like that in the roadway, so you should be good in those spots. All right, guys, back to you.
Ginger, thank you. Breaking news this morning. LA County Sheriff's deputies investigating a deadly shooting at a Palmdale home. Happened yesterday about 5:30 in the 2500 block of Olive Drive. Authorities say they arrived to find 2 men shot. Both were taken to a local hospital where one victim, a man in his 40s, died. The other victim, a man in his 20s, is listed as stable. Circumstances surrounding the shooting unclear. KTLA's Carlos Herrera is going to have a live report for us later this hour.
The latest now in the war in Ukraine. The president of that country, Volodymyr Zelensky, says that Mariupol has been reduced to ashes. The new satellite images were released yesterday, and you can see a lot of the damage. The city, once home to more than 450,000 people, now most of it is rubble after Russian bombings.